NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Sacramento Kings. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Think about Houston, CP3, James Harden, Golden State. Okay, they have 5 All-Stars on their team. Portland, Dame Lillard, C.J. McCollum. Also OKC, Paul George, and you think about Russell Westbrook. Who's going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
Flushes down the slam.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Rubio. To Favors. Inside, he scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Fox. To Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. De'Aaron Fox. For 3.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Bogdanovich at the line. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. He missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down just a couple. And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Bagley. Defender was right there. He has to know better.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Joe Ingles to Rubio. Has a chance. Ingles shot off the mark. Kings have the basketball. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2. De'Aaron Fox at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Jay, we talked about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Rubio. To Favors. Not that time. Fox with it. Up by 3. Deep left corner. Short jumper won't fall.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Mitchell buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Don't forget, fans, you can present your tickets now at any participating Huntsville Burgers restaurant for a 10% discount on your meal. Huntsville Burgers, where the grill is magic.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Serving in for Sacramento, number 3.
To Randolph. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Can't convert the free throw. Curling inside. To Allen. Gets a shot up off the mark. Gets it in the right corner. Buddy Hield. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Costa Kufos at the line. Misses the first. No good. Missed them both. Utah's got it. Deep three at the buzzer. Three-pointer at the buzzer. Almost. It would have counted, but it's no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Good start to this one. After one quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Cauley Stein. To Fox.
Watch that back door.
Trying to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Favors. Kings come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Here comes the screen. To Fox. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Favors. And the rebound belongs to Sacramento. It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox. Down to Cauley Stein. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Rubio. Fires the three, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs them the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for Sacramento, number 30.
De'Aaron Fox.
And number 24, Buddy Hield.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Bogdan Bogdanovic at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year, and his footwork on the perimeter to guard pick and pops, especially in the West where people are playing small ball, is imperative for this team. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz. Old school, like the old days with Byron Russell and John Stockton. That's the way they'll win games.
Here's Rubio up top. It's 14-12. Down low to Favors. Slam dunk, Derek Favors.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
It's the Kings now with the ball.
2 minutes remaining.
De'Aaron Fox. To Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. He'll force that one. No good. To Gobert. Rubio to Favors. The shot almost.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Buddy Hield. To Fox. Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities. Utah ball. Ricky Rubio. 2-4 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Fox across the timeline. Down 2. To Hield. Screen coming. Knocked loose. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Joe Ingles. Willie Cauley's.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Favors. From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Fires the 3, and the rebound pulled in by the Kings. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Jazz find themselves in a tie game after 2 quarters. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Kings have themselves a tie after 2 quarters of action. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Field goals.
It doesn't seem fair to nitpick either team's first half performance, particularly when you consider how well each team shot the ball. In a variety of ways, these guys are battling back and forth offensively. It's made for an interesting game.
Player of the half.
Derek Favors looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Kings with the ball.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Mitchell with the basketball. His group now down 2. Favors to Joe Ingles. to Rubio. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Rubio. Ricky Rubio at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. Into the front court, it's Fox. Our score all even in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. De'Aaron Fox. And Gobert hauls in the rebound. Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Joe Ingles. Has a chance. Shot for Mitchell won't go. Fox into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. To Bagley. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Jazz ball. Ricky Rubio. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
De'Aaron Fox goes to the right side. To Hield. Trying to cash in, knocks it down. Off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Rubio. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Fox with it. He'll run the offense. Has a chance. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down just a couple. The pass taken away by the Kings. Buddy Hield to Fox. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either. Here's Rubio up top. They trail by 2. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Goes to the left side. Rubio. Well defended, but Ricky Rubio takes his man for a ride and knocks it down.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for Utah, number
To Hield. Down low, Randolph. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Utah with the possession.
I got him.
Rubio to Joe Ingles. Rubio. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. To Hield. 4-3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Hield.
Watch out.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Rubio into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Jay Crowder at the line. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Has a look. And 2 points to the board.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Long heave from three-quarters court. The quarter comes to an end. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Sacramento ball. The jumper's off the mark. To Allen. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from long range. Not getting the bounce. Randolph to Fox. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Five to shoot for Utah. From long range, another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Allen. Can't connect.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Grayson Allen. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Offensive board. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Entering the game for the Jazz.
De'Aaron Fox. To Hield. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Mitchell with the basketball. Leads 3. Inside, he scores.
I'm going to be real with you. I haven't seen any limitations in Donovan Mitchell's game. He's always on balance, and it doesn't matter if you hit him attacking the rim or off the dribble. You're never going to knock him off kill. The only thing you can do as an opponent is you have to make him work the entire length of the ball game. Pick him up 94 feet, get his legs tired, and hope that he makes bad decisions down the stretch.
Gets it in the right corner. To Hield. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Rudy Gobert. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Gobert. To Rubio. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on a 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. The Kings will use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. But he healed. To Fox. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay. De'Aaron Fox at the line. Nope. First one does not go. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz were solid in today's victory, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Check out the leading scores for the Utah Jazz. The Kings put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Utah Jazz were definitely the better team with regard to long-range shooting, and it turned out to be quite the advantage. Their three-pointers were unstoppable.
Player of the game.
Gobert earned the award the hard way, and that's by doing it around the rim. He took the elbows, put in the effort, and came away with a significant number of rebounds. He did plenty to deserve the recognition.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
The Jazz begin this game with the basketball. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Ricky Rubio. Good start. He's made his first shot.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Sizing up the defense. Buddy Hield to Fox. Goes to the right side. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Screen coming. Mitchell's shot comes up empty.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Here's Rubio into the front court. The lead is 2. To Favors. Joe Ingles. And count the basket.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of hype, but starts showing and, more importantly, proving himself every single night. Spider Mitchell is one of those type of generational players, and what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And how about this for a fact that will throw your mind? He finished his rookie season with a far better PER, that's a player efficiency rating, than other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league. That's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
First free throw is good.
To the line, shooting 3.
Second one's no good. One more coming. Whoops, that won't go. Here's Rubio up top, up by 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Mitchell on the drive, but he can't finish. Fox across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Joe Ingles. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebounds brought down by Cauley Stein.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Buddy Hield. To Fox. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Bogdanovic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw. Jazz have the ball. Rubio surveys the floor. To Rubio. 5 to shoot for Utah. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Randolph flushes it home.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Rubio into the front court. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in what's been a fast-moving opening quarter. Shot from the lane won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. Curling inside. And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Rudy Gobert at the line. First try, no good.
For Sacramento, number 7, into the game for the Utah Jazz, number 23.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. It's Sacramento ball to Fox. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. First quarter is complete. The Kings are out in front. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Here comes the screen. To Hield. Going to launch beyond the arc. He'll force that one. No good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down. To Randolph. It was right there. Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Think about Houston, CP3, James Harden, Golden State, okay? They have 5 All-Stars on their team. Portland, Dame Lillard, C.J. McCollum. Also OKC, Paul George, and you think about Russell Westbrook. Who is going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
Substitutions, Utah.
Misses the second as well. It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Inside, he scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Favors. To Rubio. Ricky Rubio. He's 2 for 2 now.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
De'Aaron Fox. Nothing going here on that drive. To Bagley. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Here's Rubio into the front court. They're down 3. To Favors. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Here comes the screen. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Buddy Hield. 4-3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Bogdan Bogdanovic at the line. Knocks down the first. Second of 3, got it.
Entering the game for the Jazz, number 2.
Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. To Joe Ingles. Rubio to Favors. Wide open look, won't go. Kings with the ball. To Hield. Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox off the iron. No good. Here's Rubio up top. Now down 6. Has a look. Rubio can't get that one to fall. Buddy Hield to Fox. To Hield.
Right. Yo, clear out.
To Fox.
Switch.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
De'Aaron Fox trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw try, off the mark. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Utah's got it. Rubio to Favors. Takes stock of the floor. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Has a chance. Shot by Fox. Off the mark. Deep three. At the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. It's the Kings with the lead.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Kings dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Sacramento Kings. The Jazz may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley.
Pick up the screen, pick up the screen, pick up the screen.
Working hard on the glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Rubio into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. The drive right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Buddy Hield to Fox. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Buddy Hield. It's Mitchell controlling the offense. To Favors. Joe Ingles. Probing the defense. To Joe Ingles. Trying to cash in. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
You know what I liked about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Derek Favors tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Into the front court, it's Fox. Looking to make something happen. Driving right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Utah ball.
Hey, watch this screen. Look.
Rubio. They get it down to Gobert. Short jumper misses. Fox into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Bagley. Buddy Hield. To Bagley. Derek Favors pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
From long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Rubio. Down to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Hey, when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Fox. Derek Favors sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Scores and the foul. Rudy Gobert count the basket, and now a chance at a three-point play. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Rudy Gobert at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he missed the free throw. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Down the lane, the shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. It's good.
There was so much debate going on about who was the best gem in the 2017 NBA draft. Was that Jason Tatum? But a lot of people think it's Donovan Mitchell. I have to agree. What a great find by Dennis Lindsey, the GM for the Jazz. At 13 overall, he wound up leading all rookies in scoring, averaging 20.5 points per game.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
The assist from number 22.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Kings are out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
To Joe Ingles. Has a chance. He connects with the step back.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
De'Aaron Fox. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Jazz, number 3, Ricky Rubio.
Rubio. To Favors. Slam dunk, Derek Favors.
And easy to get back on defense.
Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Screen coming. De'Aaron Fox. For 3. Fox bothered just enough on that one. Mitchell with it up top. Leads a bucket. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good by Mitchell. A three-point play, and the Jazz extend the lead. It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Short jumper off the mark. Jazz pick it up. To Rubio. Mitchell. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Fox. Field shot won't go.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Trying to cash in, and the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Number 2. Subbing in for the Sacramento Kings, number
To Hield. Has a look. The screen sets him up for two.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
It's Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Favors. Rubio. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, yeah, go by.
To Hield. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
He missed a pair of free throws. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz came away with the victory in this one. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz, the Kings didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And offensively, their execution was terrible. They didn't have a single scorer in double digits. That says it all right there. Check out the leading scores for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Field goals. Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.